Ready? I write postings quite regularly, ready are you? And, when I say stuff like that, that is really more towards me. Especially lately I started to wonder that question, and I am referring not just in recent weeks but also all through this relocation, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is the whole crypto market capitalization. Altcoins here are, you thus really know what the bear market was for and the bottoming out of things? We address stuff, this was, build up, this was long term, just concentrate on the vision, wait, build. And now, after Bitcoin halved, particularly now, are we ready? For altcoins, for crypto, overall crypto market cap in general? Might be of epic proportions. What could be set to happen here in the months ahead? I will also show you that in this video the month is laid out. I want to discuss certain indications that show up even on this chart. As we finish January and enter February, we will discuss speculatively what altcoins mean going forward. So, hit the like on the way in and the subscribe. I do want to set some foundation in terms of what is happening outside of simply crypto markets in general before we go in. After that I will examine short-term price movement on Bitcoin to get a sense of where we might see a breakout. Nonetheless, M2 money supply is booming. Just keep this in mind. Among the most valuable charts is this one. You wish to observe M2 money supply and crypto and alternative coins pump. This graphic truly shows the liquidity required in these markets. And if you just look 2022 just in the drop, 2023 sideways and down, I don't think many people realize, M2 money supply consolidated in this way, a multi-year consolidation. And since we are in that fourth year, the bull market year in a 4-year cycle for cryptocurrencies, so it is trending up right now, at a fantastic time. I'm not sure whether you viewed my piece the other day republishing Benjamin Cohen over here. Apologies. The Bank of America has declared the end of quantitative tightening, the Bank of Canada has declared the end of quantitative tightening, it is starting thus. And I repost, stating that the breakout of all kinds is approaching, small temporary fluctuations should not divert your attention, then zoom out and get ready. Next is US. I really do think that the index of US dollar value here is, as we really discovered between 2 cycles ago, that is on the Bitcoin chart and altcoin charts, that is to say, track this chart now. Nevertheless, we look at 2 cycles ago, so many similarities back here to what is happening in current cycle. Then you glance at the US currency and realize, 2 cycles ago we had Trump. He claimed the currency is overly strong. Trump once more argues in this cycle that interest rates are excessively high. And on crypto this cycle, Trump is optimistic. But this US currency chart makes me constantly monitor this through 2025 to observe how this turns out. And perhaps this won't transpire as we wish. Perhaps the US currency only emanates from this route, and we do not experience anything like last cycle. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely following it as M2 money supply is rising, even if we should start noticing the dollar declining in this surroundings. Hey everyone, guess what? This will be totally insane. Let us consider Bitcoin's price behavior. We will investigate altcoin marketplaces. Looking at several signs on altcoin marketplaces excites me greatly, and I would want to simply discuss the next few months. If we kind of have this quite beautiful combination of all this optimism, what might absolutely be getting ready? But I want to start with Bitcoin here. Returns on Bitcoin month. If we go back to prior cycles, last cycle, the 4th year of the bullish cycle was 2021. If we are in this 4th year, the optimistic year of a 4-year cycle, thus January, the month we are currently in, shows 14% for Bitcoin. February, at 36% of 2021, was a quite fantastic month. Then we go even 2 cycles. Was a quite fantastic month. Then we go even 2 cycles back. I want to draw attention to 2017. Trump was just inaugurated, nothing. Then the green month of February. This is not a guarantee, but February aligning to be a Bitcoin breakout month. I would say the most optimistic setting crypto has ever run in. The environment crypto has ever traded is most positive. And never forget it as well. M2 money supply expanding right now. February then is what we have here. We are preparing for February. I'm about to show you, and see on the charts this might be a huge month, a breakout month for altcoins. But just now something to keep an eye on, Bitcoin on the short term. And I am observing this as well. I thus wanted to mention it. We have this channel, a quite clear one, where Bitcoin is within this lesser support area in the lower 90s. These Bitcoin wicks simply repeatedly testing that spot over and over. The way the moving average is consolidated is rather good. Even temporary assistance and bounce off the exceeds $106,000 really greatly. For Bitcoin at this channel, $106,000 is a quite important resistance point. I will thus be observing on the near term since Bitcoin right now trades at about $105,000. Can Bitcoin start to show this breakout and obtain daily closing above this blue line? The breakout out of this channel is roughly $125,000, even as we get set to enter February. This would be therefore quite significant. Only for Bitcoin, clearly valued at $125, it seems absurd to hit $100,000, $125. These benchmarks will be quite interesting for crypto markets to follow. Still, it's roughly a 20% upward movement. Should Bitcoin do that, altcoins probably going to make its breakthrough. And with that I mean this. You might be thinking, yeah, altcoins kind of had a breakthrough moment. Clearly shown on the weekly chart is sideways consolidation. Still there was a pleasing breakthrough. One thing that altcoin markets still neglect to do. From previous cycle they have not actually broken all-time high, and if we go, this is where we really should start visualizing why the next several months could get very insane, and at least it helps one get ready. Since we are mostly discussing February if we go, February 2021 compared to 2025, now let us return to altcoin marketplaces and investigate February 2021. Under development, right here in February 2021 is what? Note how altcoin markets, even then, were not following the historical cycle with all-time high, but at February of 2021, see what happened? What started this really positive action? I have also included that here. You may see here, essentially this fractal. And you can see how, dude, folks back then may have been like, oh, there's resistance at this all-time high region. It isn't going to flare out. Right now the top is 2 times. It won't occur. It isn't going to flare out. And see how quickly it truly simply keeps pounding, and breaks the all-time high. And thus before you know it, and this isn't I'm not stating is assured, before you know it, we could be moving rather similarly. Observe the period of time involved. Right now 280 days after Bitcoin halved marks our position. The halving of Bitcoin is shown here. 200